a little bit later now. After sold-out local and international runs, the Standard Bank Silver Ovation Award winner made its debut at the Market Theatre. This production follows two children, Andile and Amelia, who comes from different backgrounds. Amelia, who leads a still privileged post-apartheid existence in suburban Hout Bay, while Andile lives in a nearby township. Written and directed by Joanna Evans, the stage production has, over the past 3 years, been performed in classrooms, churches, and the theatres, among others. To tell us more about the production, I'm joined by Piwe Livi and Amy Louise Wilson, who both star in the play. Hello and welcome to the show. Guys, good morning.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Okay, let's talk about this production. I mean, 3 years it's been performed in one way or another, and finally it gets the recognition. Emily, talk to me about it.
It's Amy.
Amy.
The character's Amelia. Yeah,
so close.
We started performing the show 3 years ago, and we made the show in a tiny little church hall in Cape Town. We took it to the National Arts Festival and we won the Standard Bank Silver Ovation Award there. So it achieved recognition quite early on, which was pretty amazing to us. And then since then we've been touring with the show to Durban, Germany. We performed all over in Cape Town, and it's our first time at the Market Theatre, so we're really excited to be here.
What is the magic about this production that resonates with people, that made you guys win this award?
I think it takes us back, like on our childhood, like memories, like when we used to play. So as Andile, when I'm in the play, I make sure that I use that time to play, and actually it speaks like to people like out there that you just need to have time to play as a human being. So as I'm 27 years old now. So when I'm in the play, I'm just enjoying myself and trying to...
And that kind of resonates with the audience?
Yes, yes.
I mean, how did you guys get involved in this production?
The play is written and directed by Joanna Evans, who's an award-winning director and playwright. And she held auditions for the show, and I had already been cast, and Piwe came in, and we were just like, it is as if we had been knocked out.
Okay, so there was that instant.
It was just that instant, like, oh my God, this guy is amazing.
Yeah, and there was someone who was supposed to be doing my part, and then he didn't make it. So then he SMS'd me on Facebook that I need to go to the auditions. Okay. And I went to the auditions, and then I got the part.
It reminds me of the story of A Life of Pi, how the lead actor actually got it. It was actually his brother who went for the audition.
Yeah, and it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
So for the show that travels, not only does it locally, but it travels internationally. Yeah. This story, Amy, is universal, because explain the reaction from the audiences, because if you're writing a story that local South Africans can relate to, but international audiences can also, but they might not have a clue of South Africa, but they relate to it, it means that it's a powerful story.
Yeah, I mean, we were quite surprised. We took the show to Germany and we thought, this is a pretty South African story, we're not sure if people are going to be able to relate. And people came up to us after the show and said, this is a story about my childhood. It's about two kids who come from different backgrounds and who managed to find something beautiful and magical between them despite their differences. And I think that's what makes it powerful.
It's almost, in many ways, it feels when you give that description, that we're talking about Romeo and Juliet in many ways.
It's not a love story.
It's not a love story, but it's also two different families and two people that find, even in the midst of all those differences. That appear universally is the South African story, isn't it, at the moment? We are different people trying to find this commonality. We've seen so many issues related to race on social media, and South Africans are trying to find what brings us together.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very good story. I mean, it speaks to everyone, and I think everyone needs to go and actually see it in the market, because when you go out there and after watching the show, you go out there with something in your heart that okay, no, this is South Africa. This is how it used to be maybe in the olden days. But now things are changing. So if ever you can just go and book yourself a ticket at the market, then you'll be sorted. Okay,
so you're at the Market Theatre. Give us some information very quickly for our audiences, ticket prices, and then where do you go afterwards? If you're not in this space in Johannesburg, where do we get to see the performance after this?
You're going to have to come to the market in Joburg and see.
Okay.
From then we don't know. But
Right.
we're performing every single night except for Mondays until the
Okay.
22nd of May. So we're entering into the last week of the show. There's one more week for people to see it. And tickets are between 90 and 120 Rand, depending on if you're a
That's quite
student. or-
affordable.
It's
Yeah.
affordable, yeah.
That's cheap, man. I don't want to use the word cheap. It's affordable.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
reasonable for what you're getting.
Yeah, I know, it sounds like it's an award-winning play. Okay, guys, thank you very much. That was Amy and Piwe talking to us about the theatre production, The Year of the Bicycle, which is currently showing at the Market Theatre until the 22nd of this month. You know how we feel about local productions. Go and get your tickets. Get one for your friends, your family, and your enemy, and you all go. It'll bring you together. We're taking a break. Don't go anywhere.